Alright guys, J-Dub is back. Today, we're going to do something a little different because it is the 10th anniversary of 9/11. So I thought I would do like several other YouTubers do and share with y'all my story of that day. Where I was, what I was doing, all that stuff. So, on the morning of 9/11/01, I was 14 years old, okay? I was in my last year of junior high. So, we went to school. And it was kind of odd at the time, because usually every time we live in the flight path of airplanes. Y'all hear them go over my house all the time. So, and then, you know, I am an enthusiast with airplanes. I have been since I was a boy. Airplanes are my passion. But when I went to school that morning, I did not see one airplane. Not any kind of airplane. No 747s, no 730, nothing. And I was kind of curious as to why was there no air traffic all day long. As I got to school and we started working, the principal came on the loudspeaker and said we need to give a moment of silence for all those people who happened on such this tragic event. And everybody seems to know what was going on, but since I was 14 and I was stupid, I didn't really ask anybody what happened. I just basically said, okay. I gave the moment of silence. And a few hours later, another announcement came on this time it was a lady. And she said these planes have hit these buildings, these World Trade Centers. So I'm like, what is a World Trade Center? Yet, at the time, I had the World Trade Centers in every type of movie I had, because I have a lot of movies based in New York. But since the names were never mentioned in any of the movies, I never really understood what they were. I just saw what they looked like. This is why I do a lot of research now, a lot of reading, and I learn a lot because of this. So, when I heard that, I'm just like, my mom, because you're 14 years old, I have an overactive imagination. So I basically said, oh, well, these people must have went to the airport, broke into at least 16 or 17 jets, and were just flying them into different buildings across the world. Or something like that, you know? Because they didn't say what buildings, they didn't say where, they said World Trade Center. Because back then, you know me, I didn't know World Trade Center was in New York. I just heard the name. I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know they were two twin skyscrapers. So, and we were told to do this little. Their journals were different. You know how you had to write a journal every morning. That was different. We had to write a journal based on what happened. And I didn't know what happened. I didn't watch TV until I got home. So I had to basically make up something in my head. It's a good thing I was good at that, because I did that. I made a whole paragraph of it, even though I had no clue what happened. And then that was the same class. My teacher said, "Now you got these two big skyscrapers." He was talking about the World Trade Center, of course. And now they're destroyed. And I was like, okay. Of course, it was a Tuesday. Every Tuesday we got out early. So at 2:30 we were let go. My mother picked me up, and brought me home. She tried to explain best to her knowledge of how it went down, but I had to wait and see for myself. And not yet. It was on TV all day, and I saw this. I didn't see the second one yet. This was the first one. The first building was on fire. Okay. Dan Rather was on commentating, basically. Not yet. I'm on a video and commentating. So, do you see what I'm saying about this house? Jesus. What thing you talking about? Okay, commentating. And then this other jet, because I know a lot about jets. So when that thing flew across my screen, I was like, that's a 767. And it was all black. So I figured the first thing I knew that was all black and blue like that was United Airlines. I was like, that's a United Airlines 767. I thought it was just going to fly across the screen. No, nope, it didn't do that. Sliced right through the South Tower. That's when my realism set in. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And to be honest, that freaked me the hell out. Okay? Now, after a couple of hours of viewing all this footage, we went to Bible study. We had Bible study back then. And we basically had to say a prayer at the end of it for all those people because they say they can't find mostly anybody, and they still have not to this day. I go back home and look at some more. It was on every channel. HBO, fucking Showtime. It was on major cable channels. This thing was covered, okay? And that's all I had to watch all night until my mind couldn't take it no more. I had to turn it to something. So luckily we had Cartoon Network. It was crappy cartoons, but it was better than what I was watching because 14-year-old kids, teenagers, can't take this type of thing. It's true. Especially after what I saw. I don't know if they were friends or if they were a couple. They probably was a couple. I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna call them a couple, even though I don't know. But this man and the lady, a black one and a white one, grabbed each other's hands, okay, and just dropped out of the skyscraper to their deaths. God damn. That was the reason I changed. Okay? That's the reason I got what I got now. That's the reason my girlfriend is white. Okay? She's white. So if y'all was wondering from that last video, yeah, she's white. So what? In a situation like that, when you're a husband and wife working in the exact same office and you're faced with a challenge to burn to death or die together. Either way, you're still going to die together, but die together on your way down. And I'm pretty sure, it's 110 stories we're talking about, so I'm pretty sure they died before they hit the ground. At that speed, there's no way you'll survive. So only the body will hit the ground. Wherever their spiritual journey took them, I hope they're okay. If they didn't have any, that's bad. A lot of things changed me on that day. I know I drive Mariah crazy over 9/11 because she knows I like planes. And now I keep looking back and seeing these things. It's almost that of genius on their part, even though it's sad and sickening. And you know me, we all have our reasons on this 9/11 thing. I have mine too, but I'm not going to explain it here. This is just a remembrance, okay? But wow. Doesn't get much real than that, people. it really doesn't. But yeah. To everybody who died that day and to all the families, I'm so sorry for y'all.